Hello, ladies. So, today I wanted to talk to you about this Justin Timberlake scandal. And I want us to think about three lessons that we can learn about boundaries and marriage. A lot of people only talk about boundaries when it comes to dating, and a lot of women don't even have boundaries when it comes to that. But definitely, when you are dating with the purpose of marriage or you are a married woman, you should have some boundaries and some clear conversations with your husband or fiance about what you expect from your marriage in regards to how they should conduct themselves with the opposite sex. So I want to go over 3 points today, three lessons, I guess I want to say, of what we can learn from this whole Justin Timberlake fiasco. First, let's set the background. Justin is in New Orleans recording a movie, and he has this co star, and apparently they are hanging out at some type of bar. And according to him, he is drinking, and maybe he has had a little too much to drink. And him and his co star end up holding hands under the table or something like that. Now, this is totally inappropriate. And while I understand that Justin is under a lot of pressure as a celebrity, there are women always willing to, have relations with him. There are women who are always throwing themselves at him because he's a star and because he is wealthy. And those women are going to do that no matter what. It wouldn't matter if he's 60. There are going to be women that are going to throw themselves at him because they have no morals, because they, just don't care. All they care about is the fact that he is rich and he is famous. And Jessica Biel, is also a celebrity. So I'm sure there are men who also would love to get with her. So this is a high profile couple, and they're going to face a lot of this. But a lot of us face this in real life. You don't have to be rich or famous to have women who are willing to, mess around with your husband and vice versa. And so, what Justin should learn from this is to protect himself. Protect yourself from these kind of situations. If you know you are weak to the flesh, if you know you are a flirt, if you know you have trouble saying no, if you know alcohol takes you to a level that you don't need to be at, these are things that you must avoid when you're married and when you're around the opposite sex, because this can destroy your marriage. And the last thing you want to do when you've made a commitment to your spouse and to God is to destroy it over getting drunk. So Justin should learn that from this situation. Now let's talk about what we can take away. Number one is this is something that must be discussed and observed during the dating process. A lot of people focus on everything except the character of the man in which they are dating. We want him to look good. Yes, we want him to be sexy. We want him to be able to turn us on and all of that stuff, and that's great. But, does this man have character? When the pressure is put on him, can he resist another woman that may be even more gorgeous than you, that may be funnier than you, that may be more charismatic than you? Can he resist these things? And so I think that's why it's important to have these conversations when you're dating. You know, does this man stare at other women in front of you for a long period of time? Now, we all look at other people from time to time. We're human, but does he like stare and gawk at other women and talk about their body parts? And, my husband never does this. Like, I'm usually the one that's pointing out women to him. I think he's always really conscious when I'm around him, and always really trying to be respectful. But we all see beautiful people, it's natural. But does he respect you? Has he cheated? I would not marry a cheater under any circumstance. I know some people get upset when I say that, but that's just not for me. And I think a lot of you out here are like me. I can't trust you if you cheat. I just can't. How does he interact with other women? Is he touchy feely? Is he a hugger? Is he inappropriate? Does he understand and respect personal space? If he doesn't do these things, you might want to reconsider marrying a man like this. And it all starts in the dating process. Now, if you're already married, let's talk about setting clear expectations. when when you get married, you have to have clear expectations on what cheating is and what it's not. So you really have to have a clear definition of this is cheating, this is not cheating. Because if you don't do that, your husband may think texting a woman is not cheating. He may think watching porn is not cheating. And I'm not saying watching porn is cheating. I'm saying like you as a woman may view that as cheating. So that's why it's important to have these conversations. You know, holding hands with another woman, hugging other women. Like, how far can we go in a marriage? I think it's important to have these conversations. How far can we actually go? What constitutes cheating? And I think you really have to sit down with your husband and have these conversations about what is cheating. Is revealing personal information about our marriage? Is it, you know, having emotions for someone? Like, what is cheating? And I think if you draw a line in the sand, I think you're going to have a stronger, happier, healthier marriage. The last lesson I think we can take from Justin Timberlake is to always be respectful of your spouse, no matter what. I don't care what earthly gain you can get from a situation. I don't care what someone promises you. I don't care. Once you make your commitment as a wife, once you say, I do, you are off the market. You made your choice, and you must stick with your choice, because that is what you do to honor God first, and that is what you do to honor yourself. And my goodness, if you have children, you are setting your children up for failure when you don't honor your vows. You are messing up your children psychologically when you don't honor your vows. Now, we know things happen, and it is what it is, but you should do your very best to be respectful of your husband, and vice versa. You should be on point. Other men should uninterest you. Your eye should be looking at your husband's sexy body, not another man's. You should be focused on your man, not anyone else. You should be dedicated and loyal to who you are with. And no other man should be able to become a problem for your marriage. No other man should be able to mess up your marriage. And I think this is the problem in society. No one has any boundaries anymore. Anything goes. Oh, if it doesn't work out, I'll just get a divorce. Doesn't matter. I don't have to be loyal. I don't have to be appropriate. I want male friends. Listen, don't oppress me. Don't oppress me. A lot of you are like this, don't oppress me. I want male friends. I should be able to be free. No, not if you're married. You're not free. So, what you can do for yourself is stay single. If you're listening to me right now and you're the kind of woman that's like, I need male friends. I need male attention. Stay single. Or you're going to have to marry a man that is more on the beta side. A man that is more of a feminist than a masculine man, because we do have men out here that are feminists. They actually define themselves as feminists. And when I say feminist, you guys know I have a problem with modern day feminism. It's weird. It's gotten out of hand. And so if you have a more feminine man, not gay, but feminine, he might be okay with you being around a lot of guys, but the average masculine man is not going to like it. And the same goes for me in my marriage. Although this channel is for women, me and my husband do not have opposite sex friends for this very reason that Justin Timberlake went through. Because anything could happen. Any feelings can start to develop. Somebody starts drinking, somebody starts getting inappropriate, you and your man going through something. Now you want to tell your best guy friend everything that's going on. And no, 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 no. This is how you avoid these types of problems. So that's all I have for you, ladies. Let me know your thoughts about what we can learn from Justin Timberlake. And I would love to hear about boundaries in your marriage, in your relationship. What are you doing to set some boundaries and some clear expectations when it comes to how we should be interacting with the opposite sex? All right, I will talk to you later, guys. Bye.